Hello, welcome so much. It is Women's View. Natuko hapa. I am so excited. Welcome so much. Today is Women's View and we are here with a discussion obvious to discuss, and it's always a pleasure to be here. I can't wait to, like, every Wednesday and Thursday are my favorite days because I know we are going to talk and we are going to educate each other. We are going to have fun. So today we are talking about birth control methods. Why? Because we are women and it's something that is with us and it's something that we have to do. Most people call it family planning. It's one and the same thing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep the conversation running. Our social media handles, we are GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. I'm not alone. Kama kawaida, I can never be here alone as we talk about birth control methods. I have very beautiful ladies on board. Karibuni sana.
Asante.
Thank you so much for coming. You all look nice. Like now I'm here, like I think it's women, especially the ones I work with. Yeah. They always look stunning. Welcome so much. Welcome and say hi to viewer. At least ajue wewe ni nani. Yeah, and then we pick on the topic.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Mercy Peter. I'm a pharmaceutical technologist, and it's my pleasure being here.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello viewer, my name is Kate Waliaro. I'm an entrepreneur and a passionate woman, now that I'm a woman. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Na leo tunaongelelea maneno ya birth control methods, and I'm so excited because I know it's something that people don't want to talk about even openly, but it's something that relates with us. Like, it's a woman and family planning. You see, a mother especially, or a wife, and you know, obviously lazima kukuwe na birth control method, or even some don't know, and people go through a lot before they learn hizi ni nini hizi vitu, and there is just so much that changes in a woman, and I feel it's good for us to talk it out. We know hizo ni nini, tuanze hapo, si ndio? Because as much as people are doing awareness outside there, kulikuwa na hizo watu waende hata zingine ni free, but people bado kuna wale wanasema I can't use that because one inanifanyia hivi na hivi, and inakuwa ni shida kwa society. So it's now here and here, na now tunaanza kujulisha the world. So we start with Mercy. What is birth control, or rather what is family planning?
Okay, family planning generally it's just the ability of a couple or an individual to set a goal, maybe the number of children they want to have, using contraceptive.
And also the gapping.
And also the gapping, the spacing. Yeah, true.
Now that Kate has said I'm a woman.
Yeah, you can see that.
Do you know of any birth control methods that people use, or rather you've ever used or you've had maybe friends using?
Yeah. Okay, there are several that are conventional that we've been notified of. I'm a mother, so going to clinics, I've been made to know about these practices. There are no plans, the ones that are fixed on your hand. There is the IUD coil that is fixed in your womb, inside the womb.
We will know whether it's inside the womb. From
Adisha. And I think there's also the condoms. There are several. Yeah.
There is always that thought, women wanaitana pale nyuma ya tent instead of kuenda hospitali, waende kwa clinic. Na wanapeana shocking news about family planning. Usitumie hiyo, nakwambia hiyo iko hivi na hivi. And that is why, guys, we have Mercy on board, because she's going to give us a clear notion on what we are talking about. Mercy, before we start, she has given us some of the family planning ashawa. You as being the professional one here, what are the family planning method that we have?
Okay, we have several of them. One is, like she said, the IUD, the coil. There is one which is hormonal and non-hormonal. There is also implants. There are many, so I'll just call them implants.
What
people implanted on the arm, upper arm. Okay, there is also the pills. Everybody knows pills. You take them every day. Okay, there are also emergency contraceptives, which you take when maybe you have unprotected sex and you don't want to get pregnant. Also, we have...
yeah, there is an injection.
There is a Depo-Provera. Yeah.
Wow.
Injections. Yeah, so there are also condoms. There are female condoms. There are also male condoms. Yeah.
I've also heard of these permanent methods of family planning. I've heard of tubal litigation, something like that.
Now for women?
Yeah, and there's also for men.
Vasectomy.
Yeah.
The vasectomy.
Yeah, for men.
The one we are going to talk about broadly. Hiyo yenye watu wote wanaogopa. So as we are talking, you talked about P2.
Yes, P2.
You called it emergency.
Yeah, it's an emergency pill.
Okay, when you're talking about it, you know I'm relating with our girls.
Yeah, true. True.
Now, when we relate with our girls, inaambiwa is not good.
It is not.
Tueleze nini ni hiyo, and why is it not good? Why is it called emergency pill? Nini, what's that?
Okay, so many times when our young ladies have unprotected sex, they tend to run to the chemist and buy these postnatal. They're called postnatal, most of them, but there are many types. So when they buy these postnatal, it is very dangerous for their health because you cannot take P2 maybe more than 2 times in a year.
Oh my God.
Yes, but now they're taking it like a month. They can take it even 4 or 5 times.
And it's only like, that's why it's called emergency?
Yeah, it's an emergency contraceptive. You're only supposed to take it on emergency basis. And you say you cannot have emergency every day. Yeah, if you have emergencies every day, then it means you'd rather even use other methods. Yeah.
So you mean other methods are better than emergency pills?
Yes, they are.
Wow. So even the girls can take the other methods rather than easy a killer weekend?
Yeah, like IUD, it is okay to use even before you're married and after.
You know, have you ever had people say, ukitumia IUD before you get... IUD is the copper.
The copper
the
coil.
Copper. Yeah. People call it copper coil.
Yeah.
Wanasema likelihood yako kukosa mtoto ni iko juu sana.
Actually, I think it's for all this, that notion is for all these conventional family planning methods. Because for me, when I was in campus, people used to, like she said, they used to do the emergency. Like so often, which is very dangerous for them, because they had this notion that if you use the other methods that are long term, then they are sure that they won't either get pregnant or when they do, it will be coming off. So there are those funny beliefs that people have adopted.
Is that true?
It is not true. When you use family planning pills, when you stop, especially for the IUD, when you just remove it, your fertility goes back to normal.
Wow.
Yeah, the levels go back to normal. But for others like Depo-Provera, it can even stay for 2 years.
Oh, before you
go
back to
your fertility levels come back to normal.
Oh. Yeah. So if it's advisable if you don't have a kid yet and you're active sexually to use an IUD.
Just safe methods. I would say safe methods because there are many safe methods.
Like
very safe days.
Okay.
Yeah, which you don't have to use anything. You just have to calculate your days well. That is one. Second, you can use
a condom.
A condom, which is safe even for sexually transmitted diseases. Because even though we are talking about these contraceptives, we should know clearly that they don't protect sexually transmitted diseases. So it's good to use, if you're not married, it's good for you to use the best option possible. Yeah.
Which is?
I guess condoms.
Which many people don't want.
Many people don't want, but you're not yet ready. If you're not married, why risk? Because you can even get an infection or even HIV.
Yeah. I tend to think also, there's a lecturer who was telling us when we were in school that girls fear pregnancy, like
that is true.
Wanafia kabisa.
It is true.
Yeah? They don't fear disease.
They don't even fear that.
Yeah, they
fear pregnancy because pregnancy will come and alter their life, you know.
But when you think about it in deeper, I think even hata heri mimba.
I think
heri
it's simply a wrong perception and a wrong mindset, because you find that when girls are young and they are in school and they're usually more of charged because of the conversations that they have with one another, the peer influence. You find that they have weird mindsets, and that's why you'll find someone will rather have HIV than a child. Mtoto si kidonda, mtoto atagrow. Then HIV ni kama kidonda for life.
It's forever. And you know, kwa hizo washrooms za men and ladies, especially in school, walikuwa wanaeka hizo CDs. Zinakaa kwa hadi zina expire.
And then nobody wants to use them.
Sometimes then the principal was even asking and was very angry. You people, what do you use? Do you mean mko aje? Like alikuwa, she was very bitter. And then she came to realize we don't fear HIV, which I think just vile tumeambiwa HIV ndio kidonda. Mtoto ndiye sio kidonda.
Mtoto si kidonda.
So I think our young society needs to be educated on such matters.
Who is supposed to educate them?
That's why
parent?
That's why we're here.
And especially even parents, because I remember me, I was never sat down when I was going to campus, or even most of my friends. There is no point. Most parents will shy off from these conversations.
Mercy,
yes.
You have a girl. Will you sit her down and give her this sexual conversation? You know, we usually tell parents, once in a while, when your girl unaona amekuwa ripe, the way they say, sit her down and have that sex conversation with her.
Yeah, because right now my daughter is a teenager. That is what I would say. So we talk about menstrual cycles together. We talk about many things together. I don't shy off from her because I think she needs to understand her body. She needs to understand what sex is all about. Because most people, I don't know, I don't think they have time with their girl child. Most people don't. But it's very, very important. Talk about the deep things, deepest things that you can with your girl.
With your girl.
Yeah, and be very free with her. Yeah.
Because actually, you find that if parents don't do these conversations with their children, these conversations, when they come to them, will be altered, and they'll have the wrong kind of information that will affect them.
Just like you're saying, women meet behind the tent. To talk about contraceptives and other things.
Sasa wakati ulisema natural. There's this. Okay. There's a lady who was saying, I don't know what they're called. I know them in our language. They'll record the ones that ungeweka alafu unawasha zinakuwa kama light ziko na mafuta. There are those two seeds. Hizo, those ones. And then anasema anakula hizo because
when castor oil seeds.
Yeah, those ones. She eats them at is in a prevent mimba. But I think she was saying wakati alikuwa ni kama ana count hizo safe days. And then she says to make it better anakula hizo sijui na avocado sijui na nini. The thing she was saying hata unasikia ni kama ako more fertile.
I think she was getting herself prepared, not really preventing anything.
Yeah, because how do you eat those things,
No, I don't know.
They can burn a house. Imagine yourself.
Yeah, true.
So that's what I'm saying. Women just have the wrong idea on family planning. Yeah. And then when we talk about family planning, how do mimi ni mama, especially I'm new in marriage, sijui hizi vitu, si ndio? Nimeambiwa kuna kama hizo. Na unajua wanaume tu. Maybe umepata mtoto wako wa kwanza uko phobic and how am I supposed to go about it? I'm new, niko na mtoto sitaki kupata mimba ingine. Who is supposed to take me to clinic? How am I supposed to go? Nitaanza aje?
Okay, the first thing you should do as a parent, you should you and your husband should be together during this session. And you should go and visit your clinic. I don't know, whichever your specific clinic that you want, and especially the government ones. They are very good with family planning. So you go together with your husband and you'll be taken through all the methods And because your husband is there, he can ask you, hey, this one has so many side effects. Let's try this one. So that when it bounces, you are together in it. But now the problem is women go to the clinics alone.
Alone, yeah. That's the part I wanted to ask you.
When you go and maybe when you go to the clinic
to come out of the house.
When you go to the clinic, and then maybe the method you are using gives you a very bad side effect, like maybe your sex drive goes really down. He will not understand.
Yeah, because you always go alone.
Because he was not there to be taught.
Mercy, you know, these people say, hizo ni vitu za wanawake. Like, how are you taking me to a
Which is wrong.
Which is very wrong. You are in it together. Yeah, especially when it comes to family planning, it should be both of you.
Sure.
Because there are those for men and there are those for women. You can also decide, because we have enough children, I think I can go for vasectomy instead of you having the contraceptive. But this now is based on the couple.
Yeah. And especially if the man has been going with you all along, ndio anaweza kubali maneno ya vasectomy. Lakini ukisema tu naamkia asubuhi unaambia bwana yako, vasectomy. You know the African notion of hiyo ni kuharibu generation. Yeah, so I think, and then there's just, unaanza aje kuambia mtu? Have you ever gone to clinic with your husband?
Anyway, I agree with Mercy on the fact that when you're married and you're procreating, the family is not for the woman. It is for the both of you. So whatever decisions that people make should be joined. You know, it should be from the both parties. So that vitu zikibounce, like you said, most of the side effects that women will go through, and especially when they've put in the depot, you say the depot, kudungwa ya 3 months, and then it waits for another 2 years so that your fertility will come back.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone, though, because bodies are different. There's also the no plans. Most of the side effects that people go through is maybe weight gain, and maybe bwana hataki unone, ama weight loss.
In short, because of the effects. There's a part I want us to talk and elaborate more on effects, especially because of the effect inaanza sasa kuleta shida katikati ya the couples.
Exactly. Especially the low sex drive, because that happens a lot. So you find that now it becomes a basis of fighting in the house, which is not supposed to be the case. Because if the man is in the know-how, understands what these things do to our bodies, then hamtapigana bure.
Mercy, you had told us sometimes it takes like even 2 years before your fertility comes back in a raise, yani. So ni kama tuseme mtu anaweza akajua aje, tuseme hiyo si mzuri kwangu before afike akonayo.
Okay, the best thing, it's good to go to a doctor, because we were talking about it actually when we were talking about university students or just these young girls. So depot is out for those young girls. For those who are, it's out. Please. It's out because they have not even experienced, hawajapata hata mtoto mmoja, and now wanataka kutumia kitu ambayo maybe itampatia shida baadaye. Not for everyone, but most of them experience these problems. We have had them. Wanakuja wana explain, wanasema mimi nilitumia depot 3 years ago, I'm trying to conceive, I can't. So ni vizuri sana kutumia only what is good for you. And then I tell women, ukienda kwa clinic, even if your husband doesn't take you along, and you realize your family planning unatumia imekupatia shida fulani, just go again. Revisit the hospital, be guided again, ujue yenye utatumia badala ya hiyo, na uchange immediately. Because if it's gaining weight, na umeanza kuona umenona, unanona tu, and everybody is complaining. Go back. One day hii family planning inaniongezea weight. Then you'll be given other options. So you can choose another option.
When you're saying that, I feel you're saying first women wajipende.
Wajipende.
Because kuna ile anasema mimi nimewekea bwana yangu. Alisema hakuna watoto kwa hii nyumba. And it's very bad actually, I feel bad. When a woman comments and says, bwana yangu alisema hataki kuona mtoto kwa hiyo nyumba. And he's sexually active. Like A man, sit me down. Why are we having these many kids? Try to know, si ndio? Si kukuja tu jioni moja unasema staki watoto.
Because you cannot fertilize yourself.
Thank you. If you don't want kids, then wachana nini? Stop being online.
Yeah, they need to be present. So it's very sad to hear such a comment from a husband or
I
a
have
man.
heard that woman say that, and she told me that she came to my office and she was, Shiro, my man said, hataki kuona mtoto. And then these nini zimemwaribikia kabisa. Even her face had changed. She was in so much depression because I think the husband is not the kind of person she can rely on kumwambia hii kitu ni kama inaniaribikia. And then she was telling me I've done it because of my husband. And then I'm like, are you even caring?
I've actually heard of a case, actually this one I experienced with a friend. We were living together in the same plot. She had given birth, ile on and off, as in umezaa mtoto, 3 months down the line you're pregnant. And then she had given birth to 6 children, the first one being about 6 years or 7 years old. So kuna mapacha hapo in between, and then she had 6 kids. Now sometimes you just want to help this lady because she's you can say she's overly stressed. She has young kids, way young, and then there are many, and the husband is simply ni kama koti kwa nyumba.
You're not helping.
So when I asked the lady what's going on, she was like, these things, the conventional whatever family planning is not working for me. I don't know what to do. And baba amesema hataki watoto. The guy exited. Aliwa left, imagine, because we unazaza. But he has not sat the woman down, or they've not even visited a clinic to understand why are these things
they're not seeking
not
help.
working for them, the both of them. So it is the woman apambane, na hata unaona already she's working, she's having kids, she's overwhelmed.
And especially with those very small kids. Ebu weji imagine nakale kamoja tu. Sometimes you barely get sleep at night.
So she ended up doing that tubal litigation, but the man disappeared.
Now you see, now that one brings us to this question. Who is responsible for family planning?
Two people that agreed to stay together.
Yeah. And agreed to become one because you're one.
Yeah.
There's no way you let your partner or your wife go to the clinic alone unless you're not part of her. If you're part of her, accompany her. Choose these methods with her so that if it bounces, then you know, let us try another one, and you're there to even support your wife. Oh, your sex drive has gone so low, and you are told, so maybe we should go back and change this contraceptive method.
Now, when we come to effects, and when we're going to talk about the sex drive being so down, then there is this thing of men don't care. You know, there's that. Me bora online yangu iko settled, I don't care from the other side. And that is why sometimes you find these women don't talk, don't have anyone to tell. They're just there, and then most of them wanasema marriage ni kitu ingine mbaya, because that is something yenye inaweza fanya hate marriage.
It's true.
You know,
mtu anataka tu kuredeem bonga point.
Na redeem tu. Ana mimi ninafaa kuredeem.
Yeah, true. That is a big problem nowadays.
It's quite a big one.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
What you're saying, Mercy, is that we should remove this notion of an African man.
Exactly.
Yeah, because actually, let me tell you the truth. I've also had women who have come and maybe complained to me. My husband is telling me that the contraceptive I'm using is affecting him.
You wonder how.
You wonder how. You wonder how. He's not the one taking it, but he's saying it's making my libido go down.
Issues. But
I don't know. It's making what my sex drive have gone so low.
Now the man,
because of the contraceptive that the woman is using. So that
man,
is a
you need to
misconception.
sit and listen to
Pure
this
lack of information. And victimizing the woman.
unaanza kutafuta manini especially because I know there are some contraceptives that make the sex drive go high sometimes.
Actually they all affect people differently, so it can maybe kwangu iende chini kwake iende juu.
alafu now that person anaanza kusema because I can't keep with your pace the method that you are using, you know, it's affecting me.
Yeah.
Now you are lazy.
Yeah, that is true.
I tend to tell you are lazy, you're becoming lazy. It's so nice that we're having this conversation, and I feel it's good that even women should know that first ujipende. Kama haikuwaki, like Mercy had said, kama unaona inakudhuru, even si lazima uambiwe na watu umenona. You know, they're just people who don't want to gain weight. You feel you are gaining weight because of something ulieka, and arudi nipe ile yenye hai gain weight. It's always good and important, and people should also stop complaining about pesa.
Pesa. And okay, most women do this, they like complaining about the family planning. Like if they put depot, of course it's a tear. They don't have to undergo the pain. So the woman will get fat, will get all these things, and she doesn't care.
Because of pain.
Anafikiria tu vile ataenda kukatwa tena hiyo kitu itolewe. Na heri nikae hivyo.
Na ndio nani alisema ile ya IUD. Sasa stop selling that. So let us take a very short break. When we come back, I would love us to analyze the effects and how women can keep be concerned, you know, really be concerned, especially with their body changes and everything. So let us take this very short break, and then we come and continue with our conversation.
Thank you.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back. We are here still, bado tunaendelea. If you're here, ndio umetune right now, the conversation is about birth control method, and I'm not talking it alone. I'm with Mercy, I'm with Kate, and these ladies are just expounding this thing to the best. Like, this is the best conversation about family planning that we should be having. Keep this conversation running still, and if you're tuning right now, keep with our pace vile tumeenda, hatuja kuacha sana, you're still hapa. So our SMS line is 21144. Our social media handle, we are GBS TV Africa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ladies, before we went for this short break, we were talking about the birth controls, and now we want to know about the effects, because there are very many side effects about them. Na wanawake huwa wana complain sana.
That is true.
So when we're talking of these side effects, and they're coming because you're putting in a foreign substance into our own bodies, into our own systems. So it is obvious that when you put something that is foreign, your body may react differently, and they react differently even to different people, because we also have different bodies, and our immunities are different, and they will react differently to these things. So some of the side effects that are out there and people know about them, there is, first of all, there is weight gain, where you put in the depot, and then, hey,
unafura
3 months down the line unashangaa umewekwa pumzi ama ni nini. There is that. There is also very low sex drive for some people, and for others it's in a shoot.
The way you've just said, people are different.
People are different.
There's also one that I've encountered myself previously. I went through sijui ni overload ya melanin. I got hyperpigmentation. And so these things are trial and error. So for me, I became dark, like, that's just recover. I'm on my way. So there's also that where you become darker. I don't know how they react with our bodies. You get that. So there are so many things. Maybe Mercy can tell us some of those things also.
There are many side effects, but even though there are many side effects, people should not fear, because side effects are there, but they don't affect everyone. So it's good to know that even though we are talking about side effects, just try. If it goes on with you, then it's okay. If it adds you weight, now you can change. But generally, they are good. There are many people can handle, you know, or they don't get those serious side effects.
And it's good to be aware.
But some do.
Okay.
And that's why we are talking about them, so that if maybe you have headaches every day and you're taking this oral contraceptive, like the pills, and every day you have a lot of headaches, a lot of nausea, then you can visit your clinician, or you just your the doctor who gave you the pills. But most of the time I see women just taking the method they just choose. They go to the chemist, they buy, they don't even learn about the others. They don't even know their other contraceptives. They only know their pills.
Wanasema hii ndio method yangu na hata hawajawahi
method yake hajawahi jua inaweza muaffect namna gani. Juu kama angejua nikinunua hii pills naweza pata this and this side effects, then anaweza enda kwa ingine. But now they don't know. Most people don't know.
Because they take it over the counter.
Yes, over the counter.
Because I think, like you said earlier, there was the issue of self-love. Because I know how my body functions and how I feel when my body is functioning optimally, without any pain, without any side effects. So the moment I consume this thing, if inaniletea hizo migraines, imeniletea weight gain, ama I have these irregular periods and all that is I'm uncomfortable with, then you can seek another option. Because at the end of the day, you cannot continually have pain and say wacha nikufe na hii.
Na hivyo ndivyo
wanawake wako.
Especially ukisema kuumwa na kichwa. Kuna mwingine tu utapatana hii kichwa yangu tu inaniumaga tu.
Alikubali kichwa yangu.
Alafu wako na ile notion ya ukitake when you take any method even without trying lazima ukuwe na vitu kama hizo. Ati ni family planning.
They also have another notion that because I started pills I cannot change to any other. So mine is pills. Hata anakuambianga yangu ni hii, ni microgynon, yangu ni hii. So yake hajui kama kuna other options.
Hata hana interest.
Hata hana hiyo hajafundishwa.
So it's
kuna others. So mimi naweza ambia women in general, let us love ourselves. Let us go to the clinics. Let us visit a doctor or a nurse. Let her explain to you the types of contraceptives, then together with your husband you can choose.
And actually the government has provided these methods freely.
Freely.
The moment you visit these clinics, the
government hospital,
they do this, they give you information for free, they will educate it for free, and then atakuwekea for free. So what I get from all this, because we have different bodies that react differently. It's like more of a trial and error to find what will work for you. So usikwame na moja ati this is mine na inakuumiza. Go look for another. Go seek the information. Find another. Maybe it will work, maybe it will not.
And when you go to a
until
doctor,
you find the one that will work
the
for
doctor will also advise you. Because ataangalia aone huyu mama ni overweight. Hata endelea kukupatia kitu itakufanya overweight. Atakuadvise maybe use IUD. So anajua hiyo ni non-hormonal. There is one which is hormonal, one which is not. Na hiyo haitakuongeza weight. So generally ukienda kwa daktari, you get a better option all the time than you choosing for yourself. If you choose for yourself, you always choose the wrong method. Because you're not able to realize that you are already overweight. So you go taking a pill which will increase your weight again.
Especially like if a woman had taken longer without conceiving, hata kama hakuwa ametumia akiwa msichana, alafu apate mtoto mmoja, arudi aende tu kwa counter awaambie nipe pills ama niwekee whatever, without even knowing the effects, kama vile umesema ina prolong your fertility levels. Sasa I think also it's equally very important what you are saying. I'm getting that. Let's seek advice from the doctor.
Knowledge is power. You cannot just sit there and you don't have any information. So that information yenye inapeanwa for free, it will add, it will be good for you. So
and whether your husband
normalize that,
whether your husband is there with you to take you or not, just as a woman, love yourself. Just go visit a doctor, enda uchague, na ikikuharibikia rudi tena, badilisha. You have the freedom, it's your body. Ni wewe unatumia, si mwili ya mtu mwingine.
As much as utaki watoto.
So as long as hata kama utaki watoto, please just go and find the best option. Na ukienda ikudhuru kidogo tu, go back. That is why these people are there to help us.
And they should not count the many times they have gone to see the doctor. Nilijaribu pills zikaniaribikia, nimejaribu hii. Just hata heri ujaribu zote.
Because there are many women also who are complaining, hey, I can't use all of them. But I'm sure they have not tried
There's
all.
always one that will
There's
work.
always one that will work for you. Yeah, there's always one that will work for you, especially the IUD. I believe IUD will work for any woman.
Any woman.
It is safe.
Most of them.
Yeah.
And then when we were talking about sex drive, saa zingine inaenda low. Tuseme abadilishe. Ina peak.
Immediately.
Wow.
Immediately. Because these are implants that we that are put on our bodies, once you remove them, in only 24 hours,
The system clears.
Imeisha. Umerudi normal.
Umerudi normal. Because actually ina release tu kidogo kidogo every day. So ukitoa ni hivyo. Within a very short period, everything is back to normal.
Na watu waache kutumia contraceptives because of their husbands.
Yeah.
Use them because
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it is your body that will give birth. It is your body that will have all these things.
You'll
So
have to
hata kama
handle.
mnaenda pamoja, you will always choose you. Choose the thing that will work for you. Because hii ni wewe unaweka ndani ya mwili yako.
Ni kweli.
So someone else cannot choose for you. Yet wewe ndo unaumia. Doesn't make sense.
Ndio tuondoe ile kitu ya mimi nimeweka kwa sababu ya my husband.
Yeah.
You are bleeding heavily.
Yeah.
Si ndio?
And your husband is complaining. Why are you having periods every day?
Na ulisema niweke.
Na ulisema ni, you know.
So you cannot have
don't
peace as
understand.
long as you don't love yourself. Yeah.
And most of the time, again, you have a lot of mood swings for women. You know, you just complain for nothing.
Hormonal.
I don't know.
Hormonal issues with women.
And your husband will not understand. But if he went with you and these things were explained to him, then he will not have all these problems.
Ama rather if he's very busy, ukienda hospitali, rudi. Mwambie nilienda. Hata heri uambie daktari. Write for me whatever thing you are telling me.
Yeah.
He needs to know.
Write all those side effects so that you take them to him.
Ndio na watu waache there is a person who says that a woman sacrifices their sex life because of a man. Especially now I feel it when you're talking about the sex drive goes down. Anaamua tu acha niishi tu. Ndio maana kwa sababu yake ndio nimeweka. People should remove all those to advise tunatoka sijui wapi and then decide to go forward and to move forward. Then when we were talking about side effect, we have IUD, the coil yenye inawekwa. First tell us the process. Is it because some women I'm pointing you some women wako na hiyo ati woga is IUD ni siwezi kuimagine wapi. Na sasa alienda you gave birth but anaogopa IUD. They would rather go through all those sufferings. Hizo nausea, headaches kila siku, but anaogopa kutumia one that can be convenient for her body.
Yeah.
Is IUD that painful the way people say?
It's not. It's not painful. That is one. And everything when it's done by a professional, it goes very well and smoothly.
Sure.
Because they know how to go about it. They are professional in that area. You understand?
Yeah.
And the only side effect I would say about it is maybe having very heavy menses after after you have it already inserted. And also for some women, they undergo a lot of cramps.
Okay.
They have cramps in their stomach for some, like a month. For the first few months, then it's settled.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not that painful. Women, don't fear. It's not painful as giving birth.
Giving birth is something else.
It's not. It's not, because you took yourself there and you take yourself home. So that means it's something.
Generally, how long does it take kuwekwa?
30 minutes. Yeah.
Na most of it ni preparation.
The whole session can take 30 minutes. The session of go seeing a doctor, the IUD being inserted, all those things can only take 30 minutes.
Condition is 2 minutes. Hata 2 minutes is much. It's just like preparation of a person going to theater. Unaambiwa 2 hours, but most of the hours zinakuliwa kwa preparation. The main thing ikifanywa is even kidogo
sana.
Yeah.
It's non-hormonal.
It's the best.
Yeah,
It's very enticing.
Si ndio? Especially kwa women. With now ukipata hormonal na kuna hii yenye the women wenye wanaanza kuwa na to threat to high blood pressures. I feel I heard it's also quite important for them to use IUD instead of hormonal.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Because the hormonal one will make their blood pressure go high. Yeah.
Now there are still some who have hizo high blood pressure but because of nini kupata dawa kwa chemist bado wanaendelea kutumia hizo za hormonal.
Yeah.
So I think also is good for people to go seek help from nini.
Yeah, sure.
And then
From the doctor.
tukiongelea IUD ikitu ya hygiene inaingia sasa. Yeah. How am I nimepata juu anasema with an IUD hygiene inafaa kuwa juu.
Yeah.
And maybe mtu anaweza ogopa ama mtu anashindwa how. What ni nini sana and people complain about infections.
Yeah. So IUD, most people experience a lot of infections. And generally, it can come from you, your own hygiene, or from your partner. Both. Yeah. Because
That part.
yeah, it can come from your partner because sexually transmitted diseases. Hizo zinatoka kwa sisi wenyewe, si ndio? So if you have many partners, when you have an IUD, be sure to experience a lot of problems.
Wow.
Because you not only affect your vaginal lining, but also your uterus, which becomes very serious. Yeah.
Because iko attached up.
Iko attached ndani, it goes in.
Okay.
Yeah. Only the kauzi comes down, but then it's inserted inside. Yeah.
Wow. So sex partners
Weke kando.
Lazima ubaki na moja. Be faithful. Yeah, be faithful. When you have an IUD, be faithful. And also your hygiene should be at point. Make sure you're doing your cleaning very well.
Does that mean even my partner should be faithful?
Yes. Yes, of course we're talking about that.
Both.
The sexual transmitted diseases can come from either your partner or or me if I'm doing those things. Yeah, so you two have to be very faithful. And also hygiene. Clean your body parts well. Women, we tend to do the opposite. You should not start behind going front. No, you start from front going backwards.
Okay.
But most of the time, we find women doing the other way.
Oh my God.
And when you put that kind of dirt, it's called yeast, when it passes through your vaginal area, then it causes candidiasis. And then you start telling your husband, you are the one who brought this.
Na ni wewe
umejiletea.
So you are saying not all infections come from your partner or rather?
Not all. Not all.
Some ni sisi tunajiletea.
Sisi wenyewe, hygiene. You should make sure that you're doing the right thing. Wash your body the right way.
Kuna mtu anasema tunafaa kuiosha na avocado na aloe vera na nini nyingine na lemon.
Wapi uko?
Na sabuni na Dettol.
No,
Karibu wetu jik.
those things are extreme. They're extreme. Others will, most of the concoctions people are using, most will even kill the normal bacteria, which is supposed to be there in the lining of the vagina. So if you use very harsh substance like lemon, you know, like garlic.
What's that?
You know, garlic.
I've heard of garlic.
Yeah, you are killing the normal bacteria which is supposed to be available.
Watu waache ni how we
then you are going to have yeast infection.
Okay.
And then inapanda, somehow I hear inapanda hadi kwa IUD, ina-infect
even the IUD. That is true.
So watu wachane na lemon.
Wachane na lemon. Now, even when you are cleaning your body, don't go to the extreme. Just do the part you can feel. Don't use anything. Don't go inside.
Because it's usually self-cleansing.
Yeah, it is self-cleansing. It cleanses itself.
So it's water and what is kuna sabuni kuna nini?
No, don't use soap. Just use warm water or cold water. Yeah. And not hot water.
Because also I see sabuni inafanya nini na
you're not supposed to use soap. You're supposed to use only warm water.
Itasafisha?
Yeah, that is
vizuri.
Haija.
Alafu nini?
Acha nifundishwe.
Don't self-cleanse inaji self clean. So you're not even supposed to go deep inside. No, you're just supposed to wash.
So
like
from
just like the way you work.
when you are showering with your showering whatever.
Your hands.
Wewe unapita tu na sabuni kila mahali. So hiyo ni no.
Hapo kuna kupita na hiyo ni no.
Women come here
na sabuni hapo.
And also there are people who use wet wipes every time they visit the washrooms. Is that okay with them, especially if they have IUD?
Yeah, wet wipes are very good. They are actually the best. But I would prefer they use just the normal wipes. They shouldn't, or the water-based wipes.
Okay.
They are water-based wipes.
Yeah, they are.
Not alcohol wipes, and also not scented. There are those which are scented.
Yeah.
Those ones are not good.
Oh.
Yeah, but just normal or water. There are those which are normal. They don't have any scent at all. Or water-based. Water-based are the best because they are flushable.
Okay.
Yeah, they are flushable wipes.
Wow. And then hygiene, especially ukiwa nyumbani, tumaji kila wakati.
Tumaji ni mzuri.
Water
is good.
Na sasa kuna hii part ya aeration. Si ukiwa nyumbani unaachilia.
Oh, aeration. That's a nice one also. You know, women wamezoea kuvaa. You wear tight things. Your panties tight, your bra is tight, and just in the house doing your house chores. I think when you're in the house or you're just relaxed, avoid wearing something.
Vadera.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, girls. It's a good conversation, and thank you for that education. There is much I didn't know, and now I know.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mercy, for being here. Thank you, Kate, for coming. This conversation is good, but we have to end it because of time. Viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. We are concluding our topic here, but still, unaweza endelea tu kwa our social media handles na wakumbusha. It's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line still is 21144. You have a question, you have a comment, put it there and we're going to answer. Thank you so much. Until next time, see ya and keep safe.
Bye-bye.